Hey guys, what's going on? This is Sroka with the Strength Agenda. Today we are talking about the Sumo Deadlift, or in particular the banded Sumo Deadlift. A while back we posted a short tutorial video on how to execute a Sumo Deadlift, and we got a lot more questions on it. You know, a lot of our athletes will use a Sumo Deadlift variation with the bands. The reason for the bands is quite simple. It's an ego check. It doesn't allow you to push to a true maximum weight. It also doesn't allow you to reinforce bad positions. The bands right off the bat are going to be adding more tension to the bar. It's going to be harder to break the floor. So if your positions are off, you're not going to be able to complete the lift, and that's what we want. We want you to be able to make the lift, but with solid technique. So this is just helping with technique refinement, and it's helping keep your ego in check so you're not pushing a true maximum effort lift. We have two different ways that you can establish the bands. You can either have them strapped across, either with anchors that you have drilled into the floor, or using dumbbells. Or the cheap and really easy version to do is you're just gonna take your band, you're gonna strap it over the bar, you're gonna put one foot inside your one loop, come back around, put your foot through the other, then you're gonna widen your feet to your stance. Really easy way to perform, you know, a banded sumo deadlift. So give either of these a shot and it'll help create that more tension off the floor. Now, to properly execute the sumo deadlift, all right, you're gonna walk up to that bar, you're gonna take a wide stance. If your bar has knurling on it, I try to put my feet right to about where the knurling is, maybe a little bit outside. It's just gonna depend on what's comfortable for you and what your hip mobility will allow. Your feet can be slightly turned out or they can be turned in just a little, but we don't want them too far out and we don't want them straight head on. Knees are gonna be tracking right outside with your toes. Want that bar right up against the shins. You want a tall chest. Now your hand placement, this again is gonna depend on your limb length. You don't wanna go too wide where you're right on top of your knees, but you don't wanna go too narrow, because if you're too narrow, you can't engage the lats in that upper back and hold that tight back position as you're pulling. So I like to just let the arms hang and then just drop straight down. Now, sumo deadlift, you are gonna hinge a little bit back at that start. You're not just gonna be squatting down, but you're going to, more like an RDL, you're gonna push the hip back a little bit as you start to squat down and engage that bar. So, gonna set my feet up with the knurling. Hands are just gonna hang. I'm gonna get some air, create a nice braced core, and then I'm just going to hinge back, reach, make sure I am set. As we are initiating this pull off the floor, we are driving through the legs. We do not want that butt to pop up early. We want the shoulders and the back to lift at the same time. So as you are braced, you are squeezing through the floor, pulling that bar back, making sure you are reaching full extension at the top. You will then lower in a controlled manner. Do not drop this from above. Do not just let the bar drop and pull you down in a fast manner. Show control throughout the entire range of motion, all right? This is a lift that we use from time to time to kind of give us a little bit more variance in our pulls. Trains the hips a little bit differently, trains the back, the posterior chain a little bit differently. You're gonna see great results with this. Give it a shot, let us know what you think.